Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this free recap video we're going to run through a number of end of day charts, and I'm going to be looking at where I feel we have the best candidates to put on our watch list. So starting off with crude oil, this thing has been on our watch list for a long time. It's going to stay on the watch list for some time to come. I am very bullish this market, but here's the thing, we already have a long position, so the question isn't are we going to get long again. We absolutely are. The question is really, where are we going to get long again? So remember that the last time we looked at pullbacks and buys are at different levels within the wave, and the next time will be no different. So it really is just a matter of where this market is going to be a buy, and being patient until the market gets there. Now notice we are at levels of resistance. This area here, all these previous wicks in this area. We also have Darvis in this area. So this is a level that I do think could send gold lower before it regroups and continues its march to probably close to, maybe even through $90 by year's end. So the question then would be, naturally, where is gasoline going to go? Well, gasoline is going to also then be a market that'll pull back. And right about the time that we're looking at a crude buy, I will not be ruling out a buy in gas, but I'm going to wait for the market to make a lower low, preferably again inside the wave. That means that we might be looking for blue grab candles as we have before. So we're looking for the response where the market kind of looks like it's going neutral, maybe even bamboozles some short players into getting aggressively short, but we will be buying into that weakness. But remember, we're not just buying weakness. We're buying this weakness as it pertains to being in still what I think is an overall uptrend. All right, I've been getting a lot of questions about natural gas, kind of rounding out our energy conversation here. And, I do think that natural gas is relatively choppy. CHOP is notoriously difficult to identify exhaustion levels. I think we could be close to an exhaustion level, but I don't have the edge in CHOP that I would have in a trend. So CL and RB look a whole lot better than NG. And then another question is, as we are rolling closer to, it's hard to say that, we just are in September. It's the end of September. October is going to be here before we know it. It's right around the corner. And we got to start wondering about heating oil rallies, that seasonal move in heating oil. So we've had heating oil off the watch list for a little while. It's time to put it back on. And we're going to be looking for a pullback in the HO contract. Now, by the time we start playing HO, it will very likely not be October. In fact, I want to start rolling over into the next contract, which means we're going to be prepared for what's to come, and that is not going to be October. Although, again, we need the pullback, and then we will look at the timing of the pullback, and then we will look at what naturally will be the best contract month. Now, I will say a lot of folks ask me, Raghee, how do you know which contract month? And my answer is pretty much the same. Know the volume, but follow the open interest, which means that as I'm looking at heating oil, I'm looking for something to, take us from October into likely December. We'll be looking at a December contract, most likely in heating oil. So keep an eye on that open interest. Next up is gold. A lot of questions on gold. And again, it's on the watch list. We've remained short, and I'll talk about this one a little bit more in the premium video because this is getting interesting. Do I still have a bearish take on gold? Absolutely. We've exhausted at different levels many times just recently within the wave. But what we have now, and it's been the first time since we've seen this many blue grab candles, and it's a byproduct of a lot of the US dollar weakness and also the euro strength we've seen. I do believe both those things to be relatively temporary. They are looking very stalled out, which means I'm still a bear in gold. I'm still a bull in the US dollar. But right now, with all the blue grab candles, there are different opportunities in this kind of grab candle environment. In other words, we've got more neutral here than we've had in a long time, and it opens the door up to different options positions. So for those of you that took my recent class, the perfect exit strategy class, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about how those blue graph candles set up an option trade, not to mention just a good old-fashioned short in gold as well. All right, so I will see everybody in the next update. Have a terrific evening. See you on Wednesday.